The Boxing Day Test match at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, part of the great tradition of Australian cricket history. Welcome to the highlights of the first day of Australia against India. This is the second Test match of the series. Quite a warm day in Melbourne, and these are the two teams nominated by the skippers just before the start. The Australians have gone in with Michael Whitney as 12th man. Bruce Reid has come into the side. He had wonderful success here against England last summer. He is the change there with Border skipper, and Marsh has come through the fitness test on his neck. The Indian side, they've resisted the temptation to play Hivani, the leg spinner. Venkatapati Raju is the left-arm spinner. Ganguly is the 12th man, and Azharuddin and Shastri are captain and vice-captain respectively. We join play now with Chris Rickant taking strike. It's none for 11. We're in the 6th over, and Bruce Reid is the bowler.
Oh, he's gone, he's gone. Boone will get this. He tried to pull it. It's high. He's out. The Crucifying, he didn't really go after it. Reid was travelling around about leg stump with a half-hearted pull shot, got a top edge, and Boone did the rest.
Well, that was a far from confident shot when everything up to that point had been so good, and I think a misjudgment in length there. The ball not quite short enough for the shot. And David Boone once again gets his man. He had plenty of time to think about that shot while the ball was coming down, and I bet what he was thinking was, I wish I hadn't played it. India 1 for 11.
Raj Prabhakar coming in at number 3. Bowling! 2 for 11. Reid on a hat-trick.
Bowled around his legs, and Prabhakar obviously trying to get well forward and across to cover any movement, has got too far across, and it's just clipped leg stump, and the batsman got a real shock when he heard the death rattle.
It's a sickening feeling when you have your stumps knocked back in the first over. First ball you face. Prabhakar fails at number 3. Reid strikes 2 for 11, and a great little over for Alan Border in the Australian team. What a fine bowler Bruce Reid is.
He's on a hat-trick. Having missed the first test, and Mandrake is on strike. Way down the leg side. It wasn't to be. And it's Merv Hughes into the attack now. In the air, and oh, he's dropped it. Straight to Mark Taylor, and out she popped.
It was a simple catch, really. Mandrake beaten by the outswinger. Straight into Taylor's midriff, and out she goes. Merv Hughes is definitely not pleased there.
Good delivery this. Perfect length, and don't see him drop many.
Very much down the leg side, Merv Hughes, although he had that chance dropped on the offside by first slip. Very much round about the pads. It's 2 for 30.
That's it. Caught. What a dreadful blow to India. Reid back in the attack. That's exactly what they didn't want to happen. And I suspect that that will now be lunch. Well, what a blow for the Indians.
Well, 4 points to Reid. Ravi Shastri knew it was almost lunch. He didn't have to play. Enticed him into dabbing outside the line of the off stump.
Yes, Ravi Shastri looked very comfortable. And this really is a big blow. He made 23 at the end of the day. Healy obviously making no mistake yet again, accepting that tiny little nick, and once again Bruce Reid doing the damage.
Philip Vengsaka, the new batsman. It's a good delivery. It's been safely taken there. Mark Waugh at second slip. Bruce Reid, the wrecker, has done it again.
It was a fine delivery, leaving Manjrekar. But Manjrekar didn't help his cause by opening the face of the bat, as one can see. Turned him inside out. Bruce Reid really bowling well here at the MCG.
4 for 64. Azharuddin, the Indian captain, striding to the wicket with India in a state of crisis. You can see there, requiring 2 runs to become the 10th Indian batsman with 3,000 test runs. Very healthy average, 49. A very successful player for India, over 40-odd test matches. They're needing to get runs here today. Hasn't wasted any time getting off the mark. And there are the 2 runs that he required for that milestone. 3,000 runs in Test cricket for Mohammad Azharuddin. And Bruce Reid was the successful bowler for Australia.
And that's Bruce Reid. He's got his man, he knows it.
Merv Hughes is being brought back into the attack. And it was a magnificent shot. Got it away beautifully, square leg. Yes, and I think Ian Chappell was talking about how the crowd enjoy seeing that pull shot or hook shot played. Out! And I tell you what, Alan Border might just have a little word to him out of the corner of his mouth. No, he didn't.
Well, I tell you what, if he didn't deserve a kick up the backside for nearly getting run out, he deserves a kick up the backside for that shot after having had a let off. To play a shot like that in the next over after Ving Sarkar had told him to get his head down, that really does deserve a kick up the backside. But then again, who kicks the captain up the backside?
In the air and straight to him. That's the end. Reid taking the catch. Then Sarkar out, caught it mid-on. And the Indians now in real trouble. Let's have another look at this. There it is. Off the meat of the bat, straight to Reid. And that really is fielding practice. So Ben Sarkar moving off the ground now, having made 23. Caught by Reid off the bowling of Hughes. And we'll be back at 6 for 109.
Yes, what a good catch. Oh, that was a superb catch. Just got the edge and it flew. Mark Waugh with a beautiful pair of hands, and Reid picks up 5 wickets. A magnificent performance by Reid. Beautiful line, plenty of bounce and good catching.
This is the reason the Australian side do so well these days. Lovely catching to back up the bowlers. Reid now 5 wickets in a test match 3 times. First time against India, and in his first-class career 8 times. Sachin Tendulkar out for 15. Caught Mark Waugh. Lovely catch away to his right and low down. And Bruce Reid, the bowler, 7 for 128.
So Craig McDermott's decided he's going to stir things up a little out there. Oh, he's trying to get that one away. It's in the air and got him. That's the end of him. He's not been confident with that pull shot. 1 or 2 good ones, but 3 or 4 very ordinary ones, and that was one of the ordinary shots, and it went straight off the top edge, I'd say. Certainly a little bit of edge in it, and Merv Hughes makes no mistake.
It's a fine piece of bowling by McDermott. Enticed the hook shot off the bouncer, and Merv, who made a bit of ground to his right, caught that easily, and that's the end of Kapil Dev. The last of the recognised strikers of the ball. It was a poor shot. He was never in position to play that. But he has moved well, caught it easily, and the second wicket for McDermott. And India in a lot of trouble due to the good bowling and good catching of the Australians. Far too good at the moment. India reeling at 8 for 151.
Well, not many have got to the boundary this afternoon. Raju has found the strength, the timing and the placement.
Got him, dropped him. Well, they've had their chances, and that was another one. Healy went for it, hit his glove, and he pushed it past border.
Well, Ian Healy decided he could see it, and he had to go for it. In fact, it would have gone straight to first slip. Just slightly to his left hand, but the keeper really has to go. If he sees the ball and gets a good look at it, Bruce Reid well aware of the fact that that could well have been his 100th test victim. He's a bit frustrated by the whole thing.
Oh, what a good shot that is. Smacked that one through the gap at extra cover and into the fence for 4.
And that's it. Finally, he gets an edge. And the partnership is broken by Alan Border at third slip.
So often it's Merv Hughes with his big heart who does the job in this situation for Australia. That one travelled very slowly to Alan Border. A good effort from Raju, who equalled his highest test score. That one just cutting a little bit, and that's because it was the leg cutter. That's why it travelled so slowly to Alan Border. And finally Raju out for 31. India 9 for 228.
Good shot in the air and safely over the top. He's decided to go for it. What a good shot into the fence. He smashed that one. That brings up the 250 for the Indians, and when one considers their start, that's not a bad total. In the air, but into the gap as well, and that one's running down to the boundary. It's slowing up, but it'll just make it. In the air again and over the top and down to the fence. Well, Kiran Moray will be the toast of India. Got him. That's the end of their innings. They won't be breaking that record. And that is Reid's 100th wicket in Test match cricket. Srinath out, caught slip, and a little cheer there from Reid himself. Well, he's bowled absolutely magnificently, 6 for 66 in this innings, and he'd be very happy with the way he's performed. Here's another look.
This is the reason why Kiran Moray was having a go at everything pitched up at him, because he knew Srinath was not going to last long. Fine catch there by Alan Border. Ball climbing up as Srinath pushed at it, and the Indian innings has come to a close.
And now the Australian innings. 263 they're chasing. Taylor is taking strike. It's the second over and Prabhakar is the bowler.
Back for the second. Good running. So straight away Mark Taylor off the mark.
Races through the gap. Outfield much quicker. That'll go all the way. That's 4. Not a convincing straight, but great value for Taylor.
It's fatal to bowl anything short outside the off stump for Geoff Marsh. That's whizzed across the outfield pretty quickly. There you are. So Taylor's going to go. In the end, he wasn't quite sure if he jammed that into the dirt on the way through. But it's been a lovely spell of bowling from Prabhakar.
Well, some just reward for some very fine bowling. I think you'll find Mark Taylor jams his bat into the ground here. Probably felt to him as though he'd squeezed the ball, but the ball in fact hit nearly halfway up the outside edge. But he was of the impression that he might have squeezed it, and that would have come from the feeling of the bat hitting the ground. But he's got to go. The first wicket for Australia has fallen as Mark Taylor heads back to the dressing room. It's 1 for 24. David Boone with his Gray Nichols bat looking very brand new, may have been a Christmas present.
just way down leg side.
He gets the drive. It was no ball, and he gets it through. Shastri very slow to move. It's going to go all the way into the goal. Poor fielding by Ravi Shastri. He didn't make any real effort to cut that off. Catch is gone. Yes, Kapil Dev strikes a valuable wicket. Good tight bowling after the luncheon break. Boone getting a bat pad, popping up to short leg. And Kapil goes into the second position as far as Test wicket takers is concerned. A wonderful effort.
Well, that's what Kapil Dev was trying to get the bat pad catch, because the Australian batsmen move onto the front foot, move across, and there's always a possibility if the ball comes back in, they might play it onto their pads and up for a balloon catch.
Boone out for 11. It's 2 for 55. Alan Border, what a magnificent record. 127 Test matches, highest score 205, an average of 52, which is fantastic over such a long period. 36 years of age. He comes out and he's going to be tested by the great all-rounder Kapil Dev, particularly as he plays at home in India, where it doesn't assist the fast bowlers, the flat tracks. 381 dismissals at 29.84. And one of those is Alan Border, and it was at the Brisbane Test match when he bowled him a gem of a delivery. Border was not out overnight. Next morning, there it goes. Just the little gap between bat and pad, took the off stump. Superb bowling. Got him again. A replay. Beautiful piece of bowling by Kapil Dev to knock over Alan Border twice in 2 Test matches is a magnificent performance. 8th time he's knocked over the Australian captain, and that's a vital time for India in this second Test match at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Superb cricket by India.
Ball coming back again, and in identical fashion Border goes.
Well, have we got a match here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground? Border out for a duck. That's a rare sight. It's 3 for 55. Dean Jones with a first-class average of 147 for Victoria. Clips it away down a fine leg. Shastri's around. Fields it well, but he gives him 2. So Jones off the mark. Almost a sigh of relief from a good crowd here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Oh, over the stumps it goes. What an over from this young man. Almost played on. That's 3 for 59. A good over. The crowd are in this game here now. It's very much alive.
Could go all the way. Ravi Shastri fairly square.
That's a beautiful shot. Over pitch that one was, and I think that is a little hint of how good this wicket is. We smashed that one. He bowled it from wide, and he really ripped into it. It was a half volley bowl from wide of the crease, and Dean Jones picked it up very, very quickly and smashed it through cover. Straight drive again. Past the bowler. That brings up the 100 for the Australians. It won't quite reach the boundary. Jones comes through for the 3rd. And the Australians now move on to 101.
Yes, it. Hey!
And there it is, 50 for Geoffrey Marsh.
It's a fine innings there. Geoffrey Marsh is very about his fitness, but he's answered it in the best possible fashion by scoring 50.
Srinath.
Cuts, and it goes all the way. That'll be 4. Late cut was just a fraction short. That breaks the shackles. 3 for 135.
Yes, Sri Lakshmi Venkatapathy Raju That's an average of 21.66.
It's safe. Well, and that was badly fielded. He ran all the way around. That's an experienced there, Srinath. Looking for the catch. Not easy to pick up the red ball sometimes. It was a top edge by Marsh. There was always could be an out. I thought he was just a fraction fine and a fraction deep, but you can't have them everywhere. He went the sweep, went very high. There's the top edge going way away, and this young man comes around and really made a mess of it. Not the catch so much, but there it goes. That's embarrassing in front of 15,000 Victorians, I can tell you. Mid-on and mid-off a fraction deep for Jones on 49. He'll scamper through if there's a chance of a single. He pulls it down. There he goes. Tendulkar's got to hit the stumps. Safely home. That was always, and that's bad cricket by India. A man like Jones on 49, it's a great 50, but you can't give it to him so easily.
Yes, he's very quick, and as soon as he hit that, he went for it. So Jones has scored 12 50s now in Test cricket. There he goes, onto the back foot. Didn't quite middle it and was away in a flash, but really the inexperience there showing, because he should have been in looking for the one. There was no doubt that Jones was going to go for it.
Well, there's a very interesting little appeal there. Dean Jones has run down the wicket, got the ball tangled up in his body, and as it fell out of his pads, he's given it a whack with his hand. There's an appeal there by the wicket-keeper for handling the ball. That's out this time. There's no doubt in the umpire's mind this time, and Dean Jones, I think, was severely rattled by the incident which we just saw. Handled the ball. He really did feel and look ill at ease and quite shaken by the incident, so much so that he has gone the pull shot within a matter of minutes, and this is the result.
Yes, there's no question that Dean Jones must have been thinking about what he'd done the previous over when he went for that short arm pull, nicking the ball to Kieran Murray. Murray would feel justice has been done, and Australia 4 down for 163.
Australia, Mark Waugh is the new batsman.
Fear for the future of Raju, if he's going to be condemned continually to bowl to field placings of this kind. Now they've put one out at long off.
That's beautifully timed. There wasn't a really big swing there.
Gone! No, dropped it. Did a carry. It's all happening. David just a fraction short. It was an edge. Babaka was the fieldsman. Marsh the batsman. And my word, that was close.
Kapil Dev bowling as he does so well around off stump. Jeff Marsh prodding outside the off stump. Prabhakar diving to his right, but the ball landing just short of him. He's one of the great timers of the ball, Mark Waugh.
Yeah, there's a big chance here. He's gone. That's a valuable wicket. Good piece of bowling by Ravi Shastri. He threw it up. He went for a sweep shot. I'm not sure why. He was playing so well. Got a touch, and the wicketkeeper was around. And India right back in this Test match.
That is a very vital wicket. Mark Waugh trying to get on with the game. He's tried a couple of sweep shots, but Ravi Shastri showed some courage in keeping the ball up to him. Encouraged him to keep trying to play the shot. This time hitting across the ball. He's got the bottom edge of the bat onto the pad. It's gone up in the air. Kieran Murray has got to the ball comfortably. Umpire Terry Prue has agreed that it's out. And a very vital wicket for India. Australia now 5 for 211.
And that was precisely what Australia didn't want and India were praying for, that Mark Waugh or Jeffrey Marsh would get out just before stumps. In the end, it was Mark Waugh. This is the way they finished up. It was 5 for 215, a 48-run deficit for Australia, and they have only 5 in hand at the moment. Marsh is 79 not out and Healy 4. So we have a real match on our hands here in this Boxing Day Test match. At the moment, it's good night.
Raju is at point.
Again, magnificent running by Jeff Marsh and Ian Healy. But they're wandering onto Ian Healy's favourite shot there. First ball of his over.
Fine leg is quite square, as he has been all the time for Jeffrey Marsh, and he's picked up a lot of runs with the leg glance.
Yeah, that first ball from Kapil Dev very wide, and Jeff Marsh that well away from the body, but getting the full face onto it and just turning it nicely down there to fine leg. Srinath no chance of cutting that off.
And taken, well taken at first slip there by Vengsarkar. So a good outswinger there from Kapil Dev brings about the downfall of Jeffrey Marsh.
Yeah, it's a typical Kapil Dev delivery, that. Starting on about off stump and moving away, going away with the seam. Not a lot Jeff Marsh could have done with that. An excellent Kapil Dev delivery, bringing his downfall. Australia now 6 for 229.
Peter Taylor is the incoming batsman. Once again, Ian Healy preferring to go over the slips.
That'll be very frustrating for Kapil Dev, but one of Ian Healy's favourite areas. And the shot he plays regularly. Plays very well. See this. Getting up on the toes and really willing that ball over the slips. Good chunk of bat on it. Brings up 4 runs for Ian Healy. More importantly, 4 runs for the Australian total.
Barker is at fine leg. Play started late today, 25 minutes late. The 250 comes up for Australia.
It was close. Peter Taylor looked to me there as though he might have done a muscle in hustling through for that second. It was always going to be very tight. He's safe, but it's that stretch there. Murray thought the umpire was on the other side. Now he really has to hustle, and it's just there. He was in only by a matter of millimetres, which is all you need. Peter Taylor is gone. Prabhakar strikes again. India have broken through, 7 wickets down Australia now. And that is a good performance. That was angled right across the left-hander. A very good delivery. Excellent bowling from Prabhakar.
Yes, once again, a fine delivery, leaving the batsman, Peter Taylor, feeling for it. That's what Prabhakar's been aiming at. And a simple catch to Kiran Murray.
Merv Hughes is the new batsman. He'll be interface Prabhakar. Dear me. I don't think there's much doubt Merv was expecting it. Got himself into very good position for it.
Yes, and even hit it one-handed, it appeared. Hit it smack in the middle.
That's a good shot. That's an authentic pull shot, a beautiful stroke. Wasn't all that short.
Yes, Prabhakar really wasting the ball over here. He's not that quick to be able to surprise batsmen, particularly Healy, who's well set. And it's 4 runs here then.
Fine stroke from Ian Healy. This is the way it looks for Australia at the moment. A lead of 10 runs, 3 wickets in hand. Healy is 34, and it's 7 for 273.
Right across the line. The important thing about it is it hit the middle of the bat. And as a result, it's rolled over the rope down at wide mid-on.
Saw Merv make runs against the West Indies a couple of seasons ago, and this is a shot that he employed on that occasion. Not something that many batsmen have in their repertoire, but one of Merv's favourites.
He took it from outside off stump and whack right off the meat of the bat. Srinath is being brought on to bowl. He's had a go at that one too. It's high, and what a good shot that was. It's gone over the top at square leg, and that's a long boundary. Oh, he's really got stuck into it. And carried the boundary just behind square. You'd want to get a tape of this one and put it on the bookshelf.
Merv will have enjoyed that. Nothing a fast bowler enjoys more than hitting another fast bowler into the grandstand.
Hasn't taken a wicket so far in this innings. That brings up the 300 for Australia. It's 7 for 301. 102 overs so far have been bowled in this innings. Healy on 46. Got him! Out caught behind. Did it hit something? Surely it did. There was a huge nick there. Merv's not going to go. One can't blame him for that. But umpire King unmoved, and I must say I thought that I heard a nick. Having said that, if the umpire didn't and he's unsure, he's only got one option. Let's have another look.
For old Len King, he's been at the wrong end in this game. Everything's happened at that end so far. Well, we'll leave that for you to decide.
It's absolutely amazing that the only thing that for 1 second I thought was he may have thought that it didn't carry to the wicketkeeper.
Yep.
And that's his 50. So very well played, Ian Healy, acknowledging the applause of the crowd. His first 50 against India off 83 balls and 4 boundaries.
Close, that's got to be close. Yes, that's out. No doubt about that one. Ian Healy knew it. A fine spell of bowling by Kapil Dev. The outswinger in the straight one. Healy in front for a magnificent 60.
It really was beautiful bowling. Great reward for terrific line and length bowling with just a little bit of movement. But there was a plan there, and it was finally rewarded. Terrific bowling, and Ian Healy caught right in front. But a good innings from Ian Healy, and such a valuable one for his side. It's 8 for 326.
Should see some action now with McDermott and Merv and Hughes at the crease. Both big hitters.
Merv's hit it up in the air. Looks like it's going to be straight down the fieldsman's throats. And Tendulkar takes the catch, and that's 5 wickets in the innings again for Kapil Dev. Another magnificent performance. A well-deserved performance for some very fine bowling from a fine athlete. The end of Merv Hughes' innings.
Yes, Hughes had been kept quiet by Kapil Dev, finally trying to hit over the top, and Sachin Tendulkar doesn't miss much. Made it look easy. Australia 9 for 337.
Bruce Reid, left-handed batsman. Comes out to join Craig McDermott. That's hit him in the head. It was an attempted bouncer, which Craig McDermott attempted to hook. It's hit him towards the back of the head. Whether it actually hit the helmet or just below the helmet, it's hard to tell, but it's the second time this year he's been hit in the head by a short pitch ball, having received one in the face through the face mask in the test match at Sabina Park in Kingston earlier this year.
Away we go. Neatly taken. Bruce Reid goes. McDermott is not out. And McDermott will move off pretty quickly, I reckon, to have a bit of treatment before he comes out to bowl. So Prabhakar has picked up the wicket there. Neat catch at slip. That's how it happened.
Great all-round cricketer, Kapil Dev. He made that look really simple. And it was down near the boot tops. Never an easy catch to take when they're down that low, and the ball heading down. It was a difficult one, but just like shelling peas for Kapil Dev.
And he's bowled 35 overs as well. Australia's first innings lead, 86. Bruce Reid caught Kapil Dev, bowled Prabhakar for 3.
In the air and dropped. Well, that's almost a replay. He's done that twice in this test match. Healy going across to his right, and it was going straight to Taylor, and he managed to push it around him. He'll be very disappointed with that one. Let's have another look.
Yes, I think Ian will be disappointed with that one. One of those ones the keeper must go for in between first slip and the wicket keeper, and not quite there. And Bruce Reid will be a little disappointed with that. Ian Healy gave it everything. Just evaded him in the end, and Mark Taylor making good ground.
Oh, that's got to be close. Yes, he's given him out LBW. It looked to me as if he was trying to get his bat out of the way of that particular delivery. So they've struck the last ball before tea. Srikanth out LBW.
I won't be too happy, Chris Srikanth, and just the thing that Australia wanted. He was going to try and let that go, didn't want to play at the last ball before tea, and that is out.
Well, 9 wickets in hand as a result of that wicket falling. They're 73 runs behind at tea. Srikanth out for 6. Oh, yes, he's gone, caught behind. Definite nick to that one. A little prod outside off stump. The ball hit the edge of the bat and went flying through to Healy. He was right behind it and watched it straight into the middle of those gloves of his.
See, classic dismissal for the left-arm pace bowler, moving away off the seam. Beautifully pitched. He had to play at it, and it just found the outside edge. Straightforward catch for Healy. If you can have that sort of thing anywhere in that wicket-keeping or slip cordon. Shastri 22, and it's 2 for 48.
The very experienced Dilip Bensaka.
It's a good delivery. The catch has been taken by Mark Taylor. A little bit of extra bounce there from Craig McDermott. Sanjay Mandrakar unable to avoid that one, fending it away from his body. Managed to steer it straight into the safe hands of Mark Taylor.
This is why McDermott went through and still goes through that grueling fitness regime. Late in the day, we're into extra time, and he's still able to produce a delivery that climbs on the batsman, makes him play, and then the slip takes the catch. That was magnificent bowling at this time of the day. It's 3 for 75.
The Indian captain coming out despite the fact that there's only a short time of play left today, not opting for the night watchman. It's in the air. Mark Taylor again, the successful catcher at first slip. The psychological move of bringing the fieldsman in on the leg side may well have contributed to that very rash shot from the Indian captain, and once again he has been found wanting. He looks out of sorts, he looks out of form, and now he's out.
It was an awkward height as well. It was a pretty good catch. It's one of those where you have to get your hands in the right position, and they're not easy to take. That's a good performance from Bruce Reid. Not so from Mohammad Azharuddin, who's out for 2, and it's 4 for 78.
Paddy Raju is the night watchman. It's in the air as well, and he's gone. Caught and bowled, McDermott. Raju, the night watchman, hasn't been able to do the job for his captain. A very simple return catch, pushing at a ball just short of a length, spooning it back to the bowler.
Just wondered for a moment if that was the slower ball, but probably not. Sometimes not all that easy to pick up in the slow motion. It looked as though it was the normal pace, and he had to step off his left foot, get across there to take the catch. Venkatapati Raju goes. It's 5 for 79. In effect, it's 5 for -7.
It was in the air, but well wide of Dean Jones. Particularly well hit. Good shot. It's one of the reasons why I'd like to see a little bit more of this bloke.
Exciting young player, great prospect for India. Latched onto this short delivery from Merv Hughes very quickly. There's nothing in the air about that one. Timing and the placement, footwork, looking to get forward, but once he realised it was short, he was very quickly pushing back off that front foot.
Well, they've posted a 50 partnership, and Tendulkar has done most of the work. 53 the partnership now. He scored 36, and there have also been 5 extras in the partnership. And Peter Taylor is going to take over.
Always hit that one. It's up in the air. He didn't middle it. This is going to be out caught. Yes, it's in the air, underneath it, and he's got him. Very good catch in the outfield. Alan Border moving back. Eye on the ball all the time, and I tell you what, that was not an easy catch. It went miles in the air. Border watched it. That will go down as a classic for sure.
What a marvellous catch there by the Australian captain. Tendulkar losing his patience, trying to hit Taylor over the top. Didn't connect it at all, but it still went way up in the sky. Border judging it beautifully. Didn't take his eyes off at all. What a marvellous catch.
It's beautifully taken by Border, and I think he might have enjoyed that as well. So the end of Sachin Tendulkar. He's out for 40, caught by Border in the deep, trying to get Peter Taylor over the top. It's very unfortunate from India's point of view. 6 for 140. 32 years of age, Kapil Dev, a mountain of experience. That's in the air and way down the ground. No one's going to catch this one. And into the fence it goes. A little bit of confusion there by Dev. The ball's gone behind the side screen, so he wasn't quite sure whether it had gone for 4 or not.
This must be one of the very rare occasions that Kapil Dev must be confused. Normally when he hits it, he knows it's gone either to the boundary or over the boundary.
Oh, he's gone for that one as well. That's a huge hit, straight down the ground. And over the top she goes. A magnificent 6 by Dev. That brings up the 150, and it's also clearly told us exactly how Dev's going to go about treating Peter Taylor. 6 for 152. So Dev having a little look around. Here's a man down a deep square leg there. 2 of them behind square in case he tries to hook. Oh, he's out, caught behind. Yes, big nick there. Beautiful delivery from Bruce Reid. 100 dismissals for Healy. 10 wickets in the match for Reid.
That was fine bowling, keeping one for the hook shot and then pitching outside the off stump. Very good bowling there by Bruce Reid.
It's very disappointing there for Dev. 2 big straight hits, and now he's out caught behind off the bowling of Reid, who now has taken 10 wickets in this inning. 7 for 100 in this match, 7 for 153. Manoj Prabhakar is the new batsman. That's a full toss, a rank full toss as well, and smashed away to the boundary for 4. Dreadful delivery, that one, and got exactly what it deserved.
That's another one. Make that 5 again. And that angle, he bowled the half bowlers up, and that was just a fraction shorter, a fraction quicker, and Healy did the rest.
It's a great combination, Reid and Healy. So Barker goes, just pushing at that one and getting a nice little edge. Healy going in that direction anyhow to take the ball. And that's another 5 for Bruce Reid. India 8 for 173.
Kiran Moray comes to the crease with India really struggling now.
Tendulkar is coming out. He's already dismissed, no problem with that. He needs to wear the same gear as the batsman for whom he's running. That's Moray. 8 for 197. There's a man out in the outfield, but he's not in the right spot. Jones at deep mid wicket. No chance of getting that. That's his 50. That's a good knock. Just fractionally, Merv seemed not to move to his right there. May have slipped with his left foot, trying to push off. It was quite firmly hit back, and a good effort. It just seemed not quite to get himself going at the right moment. Yeah, just a little, not that slip, but there was one when he was trying to push off towards the ball.
It's going to be Bruce Reid.
Another one down, caught and bowled.
Into Bruce Reid's wrong hand, but at least this time Reid was going the right direction on his follow-through, but to his wrong hand.
That's LBW. Big swinger. Well, Kiran Moray's taken a belting out there. In the first innings he was hit all over the hands and the body. He's done a muscle now. And Bruce Reid has claimed 6 again.
Here's the ball coming in with the arm. Natural swing for Bruce Reid, hitting Moray well below the roll of the left pad. It's 9 for 203, 13 India.
Get a goals from that.
It's in the air. Whitney coming around. He's taken a very good catch. A little bit of misunderstanding between Whitney and Boone there on the leg side. Boone finished up looking up to see who was there. It was Michael Whitney acting as 12th man on the field. He's had to run about 10 yards to his left, and in the end a full-length dive and a very fine catch.
Evan Saka going for the pull shot. And there's Whitney. I don't know what Boone was doing there, but In the end, Whitney made a lot of ground and dived, and that's a classic catch along with Alan Border today. Two fine running catches, running with the ball. And Visaka finally out for 54, caught substitute Whitney, Michael Whitney, a fine catch, bowled McDermott.
In the air, this will be out. No, it won't. Well, that was very lucky. It hit the shoulder of the bat, I'd say, and went spooning over the top of the slips in the gully. And a very frustrated Dev got that one to bounce a little bit. Back goes Mandraker, desperately trying to reach out for that one. It wasn't to be.
Terrific dive there from Mandraker.
Oh, big appeal there, and he's given him out LBW. It certainly kept very low. The question was it going down the leg side? It seemed to me to nip back quite a long way. It certainly kept low, and Marsh wasn't able to get bat on that one.
Well, that's the MCG shooter that you get the odd one of. And Marsh was a long way across there. You could see a good bit of leg stump and maybe even a touch of middle. So Marsh is on his way. LBW to Prabhakar. It's 1 for 16.
The birthday boy himself, David Boone.
Cut shot goes all the way. David Boone, a very good square of the wicket play. Just a little bit of width, not all that much width from Kapil Dev. He beat Mandraker Gully with a very positive stroke.
Yes, you can't afford to do that to David Boone. That is definitely one of his strengths, and right on top of that, and races away to the fence.
Yeah. Oh, what happened there? Nobody was moving. Gully. Mandraker had a look to Point. Point had a look to Mandraker. I think it was always going to be safe, but the cry was catch it. Quicker delivery from Kapil Dev.
There's no one there to catch it, and a bit of bounce there for Kapil Dev, which surprised David Boone. Stuck it in with a bit more pace off the top shoulder of the bat. Had a good look at each other and thought, well, I better chase that while they run two safe runs. It's two more to the total. Two very handy runs to the total.
Astronat coming into the attack. It's a great shot. That's going to be 4. If it's not, the 3. Simply well hit. Just wonder where he put his hand on the fence there. The umpire's having a good look at the fieldsman. That's how asking the question.
So that one brings up the 50 for Australia.
Short to Mark Taylor when he's in this mood. Prabhakar bowled very well before the tea break. He's got a bit carried away with the short pitch delivery since.
This short delivery was begging for punishment, and that's what Mark Taylor has just done.
Mark Taylor needing just a single for the half century. Places Raju. There it is, 50 for Mark Taylor.
Very well made 50. It was tough early on when the new ball was there, moving around and variable bounce, but he gritted his teeth and played some superb shots, Mark Taylor. One memorable pull shot.
And stumped. Yes, he's been given by umpire King, and he'll be disappointed with that. So close. I think he was going for the big finish.
Saw him coming in quickly. He's a long way down, out by a long way. Out for 60, 2 for 122. And Alan Border coming out hopefully to hit the winning runs.
gives him the slower one, and they're safely through. Well run, David Boon. He was backing up, and Alan Border gets the winning run, and Australia gives him the slower one, and they're safely through. Well run, David Boon. He was backing up, and Alan Border gets the winning run, and Australia take a 2-0 lead in this series.
The Australians have done it in 4 days. 60 for Mark Taylor. I thought he played very well. Jeff Marsh out for 10 with the shooter, and Boon played well for 44. 2 for 128, and the Indian bowling figures. Kapil Dev didn't get a wicket, but he bowled well. Prabhakar took 1, and Venkatapati Raju also a wicket. At the moment, it's goodbye from the MCG.